Welcome back to Wingspan on Board Game Arena. We have been getting creamed as of late. First by a Raven, then by Killdeer. We've got a Pileated. I like that card. We got ourselves some pink powers. Man, this is an interesting one. We could have some fun and double up on the pink powers. We have absolutely no food draw. We are going second. I think we grabbed that Pileated. We grab these two. We got rats. Let's do this. And try to get our... We can go Pileated into Barn Owl. And I just want to experiment with pink powers, egg gains. The cowbird's not going to come into play until we get a bull nest, but this will be a good start. It will all fall to pieces if that Pileated disappeared. This should be interesting. Tiny birds, wetland birds, or not wetland birds, fish birds. Let's see how this goes. This might be a silly start. Definitely need that Pileated. My opponent's rating is not too high, so we're hoping this will be a game where we can have a little fun. We're going to start thinking about finding a bull nest bird for our cowbird to lay eggs into. Our opponent might be a little slow. We've got a ton of birds on our feeders right now. An absolute deluge of lesser goldfinches and house finches. There's probably 40 out there in the tree and on the ground. On the feeders, away. Got rid of a swallow and a nighthawk. Not liking all of their, not liking all the that would be spent. Okay, so we're gonna get that woodpecker, and then we just should we get the chirping sparrow? Yes. Well, we'll start there. Mm, Pileated. Oh, that's our bull nest. We also need that Pileated. So maybe we go ahead and grab that one next. Slow start, but we're just having fun. So I think we stick to the plan. Reset our brain, grab the Pileated, and then hope for those two rats still. Well, do we need... We don't need the barn owl at this point, so let's grab the woodpecker next. We'll have... Well, it'd be nice for that egg space. We can get that barn owl. Plus we could put it in the wetlands, which would be nice. Okay. Opponent's almost out of food, so... Oh, but we're going to be giving our opponent food. Let's give our opponent a grub right now. Nah, let's try. We got to get this. We're doing this. So I think we play the sparrow. Maybe the Pileated. The only problem with the Pileated is if my opponent plays a cavity nest, then we're not gaining any extra eggs. So I think we go with the sparrow. slow start. We had two Nuttall's woodpecker stop by today, a male and a female at separate times. The female we know well. She used to come every day. We named her Zoe. Um, hung out quite a bit, eating from a suet feeder that we have hanging from our tree. And oh, that'll be nice. We want that extra food. Let's get our sparrow down. There's one evening when the weather was nice, when we were lounging on the deck, watching Zoe hang out on the tree. And it was the same night, the same evening that we named her. And of course, as soon as we named her, we're sitting there enjoying the sight of her when Cooper, our resident Cooper's hawk, swooped down, tried to nab Zoe out from the tree. Did not succeed. Zoe was too crafty for her, but it was still. My wife told me that we're not going to name any more birds. It was quite a shock for her. Our Cooper's hawk does not snag too many birds, but does on occasion. It would have been sad that the one woodpecker that we had coming around regularly at the time, if she got snagged up by Cooper. There is a slim chance that we are going to get those two. We're going to give our opponent another grub when we play the woodpecker. And then if we get those rats, life is going to be pretty good. But yeah, I hadn't seen Zoe for a while, but saw her today. My opponent grabbing the Say's Phoebe, hoping for a lot of grubs. I guess we're giving her a lot of grubs with all that we're playing in the forest. That white-faced ibis, of course, would be nice for us. That would complete our bonus card once we get the golden eye down. We've got some expensive birds, but well, we have one expensive bird currently. If we try to go for that ibis, it'll be two. My opponent does have the hummingbird down. Wondering if he wants to pass out of food. Or actually deciding which food to pass out. Excellent. We're going to get a rat. And then we're going to give him one more food. Some good cards there, but who's got time for any more card drawing? Not us. I do wonder if we should grab that swallow. It is a star nest. We do not have much that need. After next turn, nothing requires bowls. I mean, nothing requires nests. Everything's a bowl here. Then we'll grab the fish on our next turn as well. We're going to get 2 eggs out of the deal. My opponent still does not have a cavity nest. We will have 2 once we get that Galignon down. At some point, we need to make sure we get some eggs in our bowls. They've got 1. We're going to get 1. We should have been, well, I guess at this point we haven't had much choice but to pull from the sparrow. We had another fun bird encounter. This Sunday we saw a juvenile bald eagle, which was pretty amazing. A place called the Lafayette Reservoir here. All right. We get our rat, we get our fish. We're going to give our opponent the reroll. And then we're going to get, ooh, let's see here. We already have our 2 rats. So we actually don't need any of that currently. We're going to play our barn owl in the wetlands. That's going to be a little tricky because we really need grain and grubs, and those are not there to be shown. So hopefully our opponent grabs some food. How's my opponent's food generation? It is marginal at best. So maybe we'll just play our barn owl, then lay eggs. So far things are going relatively smoothly. This tray that we currently have is a bit of an annoyance. Blackbird. It's going to get them more eggs in bowls, but they already have 2. They've got this end of round goal, no problem. So we're going to lay some eggs. Well, maybe we get more food. That'll get us 2 eggs. That's exactly the same as just laying eggs. It's actually going to get us 3. Does my opponent still not have a cavity nest? Nope. Okay, so we're going to play our barn owl. And then we're going to get some we're going to get, I guess, a rat and a fish. Oh, but we kind of want that ibis. So maybe we draw cards here. We'll get the swallow and the ibis. That sounds good. If they don't disappear currently. If they do disappear currently, then we'll go for that end of round goal. My opponent laid eggs, so we'll grab the swallow. Maybe put that in the wetlands. Probably not. The ibis. All right. Let's see what the tray has to offer. Tray reset time. Pelican would be nice. Pelican eats fish, and there's fish available. So let's do we want the rat? Nothing that eats cherries. Now we get 3 eggs, which is delicious. Absolutely fantastic. More eggs than if we actually activated our grasslands. We will grab that pelican. It is a ground nest for our end of round goal. Pelican will be great. Oh, that's the wrong kind of pelican. I take it all back. I was hoping it was the kind of pelican which gave you 3 fish, but it is not. Our opponent is currently out of food, so they are going to hopefully reset. Grab a fish. Take a fish, my friend. They might delay it by drawing cards. And if so, maybe, I don't think we really need cards at this point. Pelican, it does meet our fishery manager, but I just don't feel like it's worth it. They are drawing cards. I think we do the same. Could grab that Vireo. Then at least we'd have a reason to grab a cherry. But there's really nothing going down in the forest that we want. Oh, do you allow us to go first? Yeah, so we'll take the cherry. Not going to give our opponent the reset. Then we'll get the reset, which is very nice. That's what we like. So let's give ourselves the reset, what we've been waiting for, and hope for grubs. We got the grub. We got those two. I'm sure that our opponent is also waiting for these. We are almost full on our egg space. So maybe we do another round of grabbing food. And then maybe we play the Gallignon, grab the pelican. I just don't want to get that pelican. We're not going to chase the bonus cards. Don't chase the bonus cards. My opponent, once again, has poor choices for food, so let's see what they do. They're a bit stuck. They're going to grab food and get the reroll. Finally get a grub. No, they want the grain. Grains are good. Let's lay down our GoldenEye. Let's get that party started. No, we want that grub. We want to make sure we get the grub. But we're almost out of egg space. So that can wait. We're hoping our opponent does not go for food a second time. And now we've got the GoldenEye to start filling up with eggs. Oh, yep, there it goes. Well, it was a nice thought. So, do we overpay for something? I think we overpay for the barn swallow at this point. Maybe we overpay for the cowbird. So let's undo this. We have got just way too much egg generation. 4 out of our 5 cards. Well, 2 out of our 4, and once we get down, no, 3 out of 4. Once we get down the cowbird, it's going to be 2 more. Let's draw cards. One off the top deck. Okay. So I guess we're maxing out our forest here. Not really going to max it out, but we'll do Vireo into Barred Owl. That'll free up our egg space and let us continue. And give us plenty of food generation. And another star nest. How's my opponent's bull nest situation? 0. I'm not bull, ground. Everything's a bull nest on this channel. So as long as we have the 1, we're going to be doing okay. Hoping for more food generation. That's going to be slow going to get that guy down. We got lucky with the Vireo into Barred Owl. We're going to be making use of food we had no use for previously, so that's excellent. And then we're going to get a good roll of the bird feeder, hopefully. My opponent has plenty of food, so we will grab a cherry and then get 2 more food. And we'll be able to lay eggs in our star nest, all in the same turn. Ah, here comes that reset. Which do I like? I like my predator, so I'll grab a rat. Skimmer. Skimmer would be good for us, but not that good. Don't chase the bonus cards. Okay, we're hoping for lots of grubs. Giving my opponent 1 more grub himself. So he's gotten 3 grubs out of us. That Eastern Kingbird has served him well. What's he got next lined up? Does not have many cards down. Goslin Sparrow. Wise move. Okay, so grubs, grubs, and a grain, please. Oh, how sweet it is. So we can get down Cowbird and Barn Swallow next. Does my opponent have... No, still no platform nests. We'll just fill up our Barrio there for fun. My opponent, there, it does have 1. We will tie the next end of round goal. Cowbird's going down next into Barn Swallow. Open grain, perfectly acceptable. Maybe our barn swallow goes in the wetlands. We are not going to be activating our grasslands too much, I feel. But the next end of round goal is birds in the grassland, so that's where we'll stick it. Cowbird first. Oh, doesn't even cost us an egg. So now we got to keep our, got plenty of cavity nests to keep open for our golden eye, but well, once we get the barn swallow down, that'll be more space for our cowbird to donate eggs to. We will not be getting the tray reset next time. I think we're going to grab some food if there's nothing. Ooh, we're getting lots of eggs. That's nice. We like those two grubs sitting there, so, but we do need a, oh, we have a fish. How did I miss that we've been holding on to a fish this whole time? That ibis is definitely going down. But I have the barn swallow as well. Mm. Oh, our opponent got down a second bird. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm confused. There we go. Yep, the whooping crane. Nothing in the tray we're too excited about. Maybe our opponent will draw cards and give us a grub from the hummingbird. That would be very nice. So I think we play the ibis, draw cards, and hope in that time we get a grub so that we can play our swallow. Yep. Drawing cards. Give me that grub. This has been a fun game. I usually don't like the pink powers. It's probably the first time you've seen me use them. I think this is the first time that I've used them in a game I've recorded, but I thought it'd be interesting. It seems like they really serve their purpose better when it's 3 or more players. Otherwise, they can be a big investment. What I do like about our current situation is that my opponents, if they go for a late game pivot into the grasslands, which usually you want to do, it's going to be severely weakened thanks to our 2 pink powers. Opponent grabs the blackbird. I've got some decent food or card generation, but they already have the yellow-headed blackbird, so that is going to make things a little tricky for them. Excellent. We'll take that. Life is good. We don't have to grab food. Burrowing owl would be nice. Let's see if it sticks around. I think we even have the rat for it. Yes. So let's do this. Let's hold off on that. We don't need the, yeah, let's do it. Let's hope that that burrowing owl sticks around. My opponent did just grab cards, so it would be unwise of him to get some more. We have a slight lead. Burrowing owl is not the greatest hunting power, of course, but it will be good for our end of round goal this round. We already do have a very strong grasslands for the final end of round. So unless my opponent starts cranking out the cards, I think that we are sitting pretty well here. My opponent, I think, just took a single food. So that is reassuring. My opponent has 7 eggs, so they're doing well on eggs. Their yellow-headed blackbird is getting them plenty of eggs, so the goldeneye and the cowbird might not be doing much this game. We don't really, well, maybe we grab the warbler just in, well, 2-point play, but it might, my opponent's not going to get 3 more birds in the forest, I don't think. So we're going to draw them all from the deck. Kill deer, my friend. Look at that burrowing. Burrowing Owl. Don't know if the Killdeer is going to be all that exciting. It might just be a placeholder at this point. There is a Willet. So Killdeer, Burrowing Owl, Swallow. Not bad. We will be able to get the food for everything now. We've got 4 turns left. I think that's what we're going to do. Two very low point cards, but that's all right. All right. Let's fill up our golden eye there. I'm really wondering if we're on the right path here. Start with that Burrowing Owl, but maybe then we just draw cards one more time. We'll play the Burrowing Owl and the Barn Swallow, but we're not going to play the Killdeer. Killdeer is just not worth it. We'll do one final card draw, I think. And then we make our decision. Maybe we do play the Killdeer just because we're going to have so many eggs. It will allow us to spend eggs and hopefully find a nice card. Still contemplating. Do I play? I think we do. I think we play the Killdeer. Mostly for the placeholder, but also yeah, we got one more turn. So let's do it. We got a lot of predator birds this game. One in each habitat. No, 2 in the wetlands. Opponent continues to draw food. Their food generation is not so good. They have decent grasslands, but not so decent because we have 2 pink powers. We've got the cormorant, which helps our fishery manager. But not so sure. There's no fish showing in the tray. Well, I think. Let's see here. Our engine is. Yeah, we're gonna grab that Osprey, I think. Five-point engine, kinda 6. Osprey into cormorant. I don't know. The great egret is nice, but how much? We really don't have the food generation for it. So I think we're just going to grab a couple cards. Harrier is nice. And then just start cycling. Cormorant, we just don't have the food. Well, we do have two readily available birds that eat fish. My opponent probably will be drawing cards. We've got this one in the bag. I think it's just, I don't know if we have the egg space for egg spam, especially with cowbird and the goldeneye, but my opponent continues to get food. So I don't think, So if we get food now, still actually potential 4-point turn. Plus we'll get the food for our, so I think what we're gonna do, we'll do one more card draw just in case we get something better. And if we don't, we will get food. We have a very nice, robust. And it could be that we can even, it's possible, we get the food for the egret, so we might as well grab that. Get rid of the catbird. Then if we get the miracle tray reset, we will go egret into probably turn. Well, it's almost the miracle tray reset. Take the grub. Take it. They're not going to take it. Maybe they'll take the cherry. They need that grub for their, oh, the J, they did, oh, well, here we go. We need a fish and a rat. Ha ha ha! How beautiful. Quite beautiful. That is. That makes you feel good. Plenty of egg space here. That means we're going to get one more round with our wetlands before we make our final play to max out the bonus card. Incredible. So let's see, how many egg layer birds do we have? I think we have 4. The chirping sparrow, the pileated woodpecker, the cowbird. Well, that's a good play. And the goldeneye. I've got 3 bonus cards. We will have 1, but it will be maxed out. Well, they're counting their birds to see which bonus card is better. Let's see what they might like. Well, omnivore would be good for them. They have 4 cards that have the any type of food. Tucking birds would be nice for them. Got a couple of those. Bowl birds would definitely be nice for them. They have 5 of those. What is it going to be? They are really thinking about it. We don't have much to think about. Great egret. Oh, he hadn't even drawn yet. Holy cow. I guess they got a little distracted, thought their turn was over. They forgot about this part. So 3 bonus cards versus my 1 maxed out bonus card. I think I'm pretty well ahead. Yeah. And we're going to end the final end of round goal. So this has been a nice clean victory after our last 2 struggles. Okay. I think we lay a few more eggs just in case we get one more, somehow get an even better bird. We are going to skip you. We don't want to do any more drawing. We'll truck the quail. Prairie chicken. Our burrowing owl has gone hungry this game. Final move, egret into turn. That'll be a great 8-point bonus card. It's going to be 5 plus 2 is 7 plus 5, 12-point play to finish it off. That is pretty amazing. Oh, our opponent's getting food on their final turn. Oh no, they got one more turn after this. That's nice to be able to max out that bonus card. I was not expecting to do that. The game was giving me ample opportunity to do so. And I kept resisting, but finally I could resist no longer. And I got down those 2 cards for 12 points. And for my final turn, my opponent's final turn, they have cards. They could generate 6 points from the grasslands, but instead let's see, how many points is that? That is going to be quite a few. That was an 11. 4 plus 6, 10-point play. That was really good for them. All right, yep, they had Omnivore. So they had some great bonus cards. They could give us a game with those bonus cards. Not gonna lie. It's getting a little scary. All right. We still pulled it off. Good game to my opponent. That was closer than I thought it would be, so well done to them. Thanks for watching.